with Dr.Joan Coleman.
Marcus Eaddy.
Let Me Be Me podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Xchange, a Let Me Be Me podcast. I am Dr. Joan Coleman, and I'm with co-host
Marcus Eaddy.
Marcus and I are here today, and you know what? I don't know how this conversation is going to go, but we're going to have it anyway.
Left. That's where it's going to go. What?
So the topic today is, should couples share their password as a form of trust, as a sign of trust? You know, I'll give you my password, you give me yours, and, you know, it's love forever.
Trust
yeah.
these.
What are you saying, sir? What are you saying?
Insert. Yeah, man, that don't make sense. Like, I feel like trust is trust, and you should just be able to trust me. I don't think me giving you the password to everything is going to alleviate that trust. Like, I should be able to say no, and you should be able to accept it.
It's crazy because you're in a relationship, right?
It's crazy.
You're in a relationship. You love each other. You know, I'm here with you. You got my heart. I got your heart.
Good.
We share everything. We share kids. If we don't have kids, we share a home. If we don't share home, we share everything.
We don't share drawers.
Because men,
we don't share, that's a lot of other things. That's
men underwear are different from women.
We don't share bras. We don't share socks.
But we're intimate. We share intimacy. We share love. We don't share
washcloth.
A lot of things, right? So why wouldn't you share your password with me? Why are you keeping that a secret? And once you keep something a secret, as a woman, you think, why is it so difficult for this guy to give me his password? And even as a guy, you might even think, well, why is it so difficult for her to give me her password? I mean, it's only some letters. You could give it and then change it. Numbers or letters,
made it sound good. No.
So you give it, you share it, and everybody is happy. The problem lies is if she goes on there and it's changed again, then the woman mind is so what is this guy hiding? So why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you share? What are you hiding?
So the fact of the matter is, why do you think I'm hiding something from you? I like my privacy. You have your privacy. Trust comes from just believing the other person's word for it, not let me be FBI investigation. Let me go through all this.
Who says that's what they want it for?
That's why they want it. So they don't be creeping, or they feel like that's why they want it.
That is not why they want it. If you're in a relationship.
So why would you want it?
Well, I always ask my husband,
what?
can I see your phone? Can you see? And he just clearly gives it to me. Nothing to hide. I'm rest assured. I'm confident that this man, because I might want to get on there. My Facebook might not be working. My social media.
Okay.
I want to check something. I need his password to get in the phone because it's a thing. And he's not like this watching me to make sure I'm not, doing anything.
That's a good man.
I saw this social media meme where the lady, the guy's in the pool and he's swimming and his phone is on the thing on the concrete, and the woman picked it up. He almost drowned. He fake drowned so this woman would not look at his phone. Like, what are you hiding? Why?
That was just a funny skit. But I think for the purpose of, let me get into my social media, did you make that up, or did you just actually need to get into your social media? Like, you got locked out or something?
No, I often go into the phone. I get locked out. No, I don't get locked out, but I want to see something I post. He has an iPhone. I have an Android.
You don't have a laptop to look at it?
No, his phone is closer. I want to see something I post.
But won't you want to see it on another kind of platform instead of somebody else's?
No, he's right there. He's right there next to me. Let me see your phone real quick.
You think he's hiding something?
No, I go in and I look at what I need to look at. And even yesterday, I had his phone. I had to take some pictures of something that I needed an iPhone to take the picture of.
What do you have?
And I have an Android.
Okay.
So I took all the pictures with his phone and I put it down. And he was like, oh, you finished with my phone? I'm like, yeah. He was like, I was wondering where my phone was. And I threw his phone and gave it to him. The funny thing about password is I'm not going to remember it. You tell it to me. I put it in one time and I forget. I don't write it down. So tell me, why is it so difficult?
It's not difficult. I do think if you need it on multiple occasions, then maybe you should get an iPhone.
Just because you don't want to share your doggone password.
No, yeah, that's like...
That just makes me think something is being hidden. Something is not right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Like, if you're always asking somebody for their phone to use their phone because they have the iPhone, maybe... And I know it's like a whole, oh, I got iPhone, I got Android, that's like a whole beef. But, like, if you like the platform or the actual iPhone, then get an iPhone.
Yo,
but if you're always asking somebody for their phone,
like, it's a test. Like, are you gonna let me get your phone or not? It's like trust. Nowadays, these days, people just be doing anything. Like, why couldn't you're with somebody, you're intimate with them, you're close to them, they're your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, you're married. There is no reason why you can't share a password.
Privacy is privacy.
What are you keeping private, though? What? Tell me.
It's just mine.
5 things you're keeping
private. Maybe because
private.
I'm the only child, but
what are you keeping private?
It's
from your significant other. What?
Nothing. It's just mine.
It's got to be something. Listen, and then when you do that, the antennas go up, and then you start questioning stuff why are you doing that?
It's not healthy that comes up when I just don't want to give you that. That's not healthy.
There is a reason why.
It's not a reason. It's yours. Like I don't want you to use my boxers. It's mine.
All right. Would you share a bank account with somebody? Like you share a bank account?
Sorry to cut you off. No, I haven't been in that situation.
But would you?
It depends on how frivolous or how frugal they spend the money. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I see you buying, for example, let's say like leggings all the time, and you got like 100 pair of leggings, and you just, oh, I like this color. Like, nah, you're not getting my card because you're not making smart purchases.
No, I'm saying not giving your card to her, but you're on the bank account. Just like if you have a password, you share the password with her with your phone. Then you're on a bank account together. She has that password. You have that password. Are you going to change it because she's like, oh, she likes leggings? Oh, she likes leggings. This is what we doing? I'm going to cut her. I don't want her to be on my account.
Yeah. I'd rather just take the money out and say, all right, this is what you can have for the month.
So you want to
because if we both have working, like if we're both making money, like, and we put all our, I mean, I just never been through the situation. Maybe that's a conversation you need to have with your partner. I don't know. That's just crazy.
Oh, me and my partner, we been on the same account from day one. I mean, he has his own account, but we're on a joint account together. You know what I mean? And that account, I do swipe, but we're on on an account together.
My antenna's gonna go up like, yo, what you really doing all the time?
No, but I'm not frivolous or anything. I'm not just like going out there swiping. It's certain things that I like that he knows. He knows I'm bodybuilding. He knows I need my food and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I get that. You gotta eat.
So I'm not always like, can I have some money, please, sir? Nobody's gonna do that.
That's the problem. Why you gotta make the face?
Because that's what you're like. I'm gonna give her the card or the money. Why?
Because if you have bad spending habits, and then let's say,
who are you to stop? Who are you to curb that? If this is the woman you chose or the partner you chose, and that's what she does, are you're gonna be like, come to me for money?
No, it's not come to me for money. But let's say if I have to spend something that costs a lot of money, and I'm noticing all these expenses, and I don't have enough because you're over here buying, bags and stuff like that. It's like, well, now I'm asked out because you want to look nice in the bag, and I'm getting something that we actually need. Like if you haven't, and I think it speaks to just obsessing over things. Like I know I do have a problem with eating out. So, it makes sense. Like if I did have a partner and she was like, bro, you've been eating out this whole week. Like, you got food at home. Like, and it's like, I'll be like, you know what? You're right. Like, that is something that I grew up kind of like doing instead of like eating food at home.
The difference is you're not coming to her and say, "Can I have some money to go out and eat?" That's the difference.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I would say, hey, you know, in the relationship, I normally go out to eat and do this, that, and the third. Do you have a problem with that if we're sharing this? Because at the end of the day, it's like we're sharing it. So it's just a discussion.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't have said, oh, give you a certain. But honestly, I think I should take out a certain amount if I do want to go out to eat. But if I'm already having food at home, it's like I can use that money for something else, like putting it. Mm-hmm. But it's just a conversation.
It's a conversation that needs to be had. And when you do find that relationship, that's something to talk about. Like this.
But I'm not going to bring it up.
You're not going to bring it up. I'm not bringing it up. But you know,
like, yeah. So about this joint account, like, what we going? Like, no, that don't make sense. Because at the end of the day, like, you work hard for your money. I work hard for my money. The way I spend my money is totally different from the way you spend your money. Mm-hmm.
But it's all about that passcode. It's all about being on the same account and sharing that passcode. It's like sharing your phone's passwords, same passwords, you know. And it's like it's a lot of things that you're gonna have a lot of passwords for, and they're gonna want to have it.
Access to money and access to like, because at the end of the day, let's say you do have that password and, you know, you can't control what other people do. And somebody hits you up that you ain't talked to in a long time and be like, hey, what's up? What you doing? And then it was left on red. You saw it, but it was left on red. Like, how would you react? You'd be like, oh, I see you didn't, or maybe you just deleted the message or you da-da-da. And you're just like, I mean, just left in the dark because somebody wanted to hit you up. And now you looking good. You know, you lost some weight. You know, your mustache is looking good. And, you know, now you got the password. Like, what would you do in that situation if your husband was just
Let me tell you. One time, right?
Tell me.
One time, right?
Yep.
I went on my husband's phone and I saw.
And you do this often. That's not good.
No, I don't. I really don't, because I don't want to. In the case or the evidence of anything, I don't want to see it, right? So I don't do that. I really don't go into his stuff often.
You said you was on his phone.
But I did back in the day.
Minimum 5 times or so. Sure.
Yeah, but I don't go into his stuff.
Back
I really
in the day,
don't.
What was back in the day?
Back in the day, I went into his phone. This is probably why I stopped. Back in the day, I went into his phone and I saw text between him and this girl, right? I didn't throw a fit.
Now, why did you see the text?
Because I was in the phone.
So you was in the phone doing what?
Looking at the text.
No. Why did you ask for his phone?
Huh?
Did you have his phone?
I didn't ask for his phone. I had his phone.
So you had his phone. What were you doing with his phone?
I forgot what I was doing, but while I was doing that, I also checked.
So you're not telling me you wasn't having the phone just to have the phone to make sure that nobody wasn't, like, you wasn't, like, securing it or something?
No, I wasn't.
Or you was going through
the
photo?
phone.
Or you was going through your Facebook got locked out again?
It was a few years ago. It was
telling me something,
back.
Joan.
Listen, it was years
Dr.
back.
Joan, excuse me.
It's years back, years back. It wasn't now. Because we've been married 24 years. So it's a few years ago. I did go in the phone. I did look. I was looking. That's what I'm going to tell you the truth. I was looking.
Exactly.
And I saw the text. And I was like, I wasn't mad. I didn't pitch a fit because, he's a good guy. I know him. And I just simply said, this is what I said. I said, I saw a Facebook post that spouses wouldn't let their people get into the phone, their wives or husband. Would you let me get into your phone? And he said, of course I'll let you get in my phone. So I said, okay, let me hit your phone. So he gave me his phone. And I said, do you mind, would you let me look through your message? He said, go ahead, look through your message. I don't have nothing to hide. True story. So I looked through his message and I was like, gave him back the phone. I was like, there's a text in there. And I said, you have to really be careful because anyone could see that text. And he was like, oh, that didn't mean nothing, And I was like, yeah, you have to be very careful. You don't want to have that in your phone. Somebody might see it, and then there'll be a big problem. And he was like, you're right. So and he took it out, his phone.
Text about? Or
I don't know. It was like some girl.
Hey, boo, how you been?
No.
What's
God,
up,
no, it wasn't that.
Daddy?
No, it wasn't like that. It was
I see you with them glasses.
It was a coworker, right? And it was like, oh, you look nice today with the heart eyes. And then I was like, "Ooh, sir, really?" You know. But I wasn't.
When you saw her the next time, what did you?
I don't know. I didn't see her. I don't know her. But I saw the text.
I know that conversation didn't go like that.
I promise you with everything that it went like that. I promise you. I wasn't mad. I didn't pitch a fit because it wasn't like, you know, as a woman, you have intuition. It wasn't like this had been going on for a while. It was just like, you look nice today, the heart eyes. I don't even know what she responded. And I was like, I looked at it, I pondered it. And I asked myself, I said, how are you going to handle this? How are you going to go at him like, you know, you bad or whatever?
You did like
or
square
you
breathing,
like,
or
I didn't breathe. I just was like, I thought it through. I was like, how are you going to handle this? Are you going to handle this ratchetly? Or are you going to go say something that you shouldn't say? Or how are you going to handle this, right? So I thought about it. And then I was like, you know what? I saw a Facebook post that says that most men won't let their women get into their phones. Would you give me your password to get into your phone? He was like, yeah. I said, can I check your messages? Sure. You know, I don't have nothing to hide. And I saw that. And then I was like, oh, you got something here. You know, I wasn't like, who this, who that. You know, I was like, oh, you got something here. Maybe you shouldn't put that on your phone. Maybe you should be careful because, you know, somebody might be in your phone and see that you don't want to see it. You know, and then he was like, you're right, and got rid of it. That was the end of that.
Okay.
I promise you. And guess what? The Lord moved that coworker out of there. I promise you. You
called HR like,
yes,
so
I promise
got me messed up. Like,
I promise you. And I wasn't even, I don't think I was like, I wasn't upset.
You didn't have a smile on your face.
I talked to him. I was like, you know, maybe you shouldn't have that in your phone. It was no anger, because I had time to breathe. I had time to think about how I was going to approach it. I had like a day or so, which I had to think about how I'm going to handle it. So see, we handle things differently. Now, would you want your woman's password or not?
I don't want a password.
Why? Because why?
If you're with me, you're with me. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, that should just be that, honestly. I don't want to see nothing. If I feel like there's some, there's something in between us, then I'll be like, hey, let's have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We'll set go on a date, talk about it. Like, I've been feeling like this. Like, I think, you're so beautiful. Like, I'm not saying that I'm feeling some type of way, but, I've noticed your interaction with da-da-da or whatever. I mean, I've never had that situation happen. I think that's how I would handle it. I'm just saying, I never.
You're going to handle it like that.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I handle it calmly, so you might. I don't know, but you're different. You're a man,
Yeah, I'm chill, but, I just don't, on my end, I don't think I've dealt with that kind of situation.
Yeah.
So
my husband has my password. He has my Facebook.
That's crazy.
He has everything.
He probably don't look at that.
Yes, he looks at. He probably don't. He's not like, oh, I'm gonna go in her phone. He doesn't even care about my phone really, but he has every access to the phone. Mm-hmm. I don't have no problem with him going into the phone. And there are guys. I have guy friends. Love you too, type thing. I already told you that. So it's like, he knows me. And once, you're right on that aspect, once you know the person, like I know him, he knows me, there's trust there. You don't have to worry about, that's why I didn't do it no more. I'm like, I'm done with that.
Here's the situation. What if, you got the trust down packed. What if there's a situation where he does switch his password and he just forgot to tell you?
I don't know his password.
You said you did.
There. He gives it to me when I ask for his phone. I don't write, like, that's what I said. I don't know. I do it. He gives me all the numbers or whatever, and I do it. But I don't memorize it. I just get it. And
so let's say if you were to know all of it, know all the passwords, and he had to switch his password, because, sometimes Facebook be like, oh, it's been like a couple years, you got to switch your job, whatever. I don't know. So let's say he did switch a lot of his passwords, and he didn't tell you. Would you then have suspicion?
No.
Or would you just
say,
hey, what's the new password?
We switch passwords all the time. And then he was like, Joan, this is the new password. I don't even have to ask him. He just instantly tell me, yeah, Joan, this is the new password. I changed this password, you know. And that's, I don't have no problem with passwords. That's why I was, you know, it's like, why, if you're keeping it away, there's a reason why.
That's not why.
If you're like not sharing it, there's some kind of reason why.
You want there to be a reason why.
Because I don't see like the big deal of not sharing the password. I just don't see it. But then again, you're single, you know, you're still young, maybe. You just like, I don't want them being in my phone. But, you know, after a while, after you cultivate some thing and a relationship and stuff, you're like, I don't care, girl, go look. I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? So maybe that's it. No? No.
Yeah, go and look. Like, no.
Go and look. Do your mom and dad share their passwords?
I mean, they old school. Like, if anything, my dad got a password written down somewhere that he don't know where it's at. So they old. They like, my dad's like 70-something, my mom's 60-something. Facebook is somewhat new to them. Yeah. And my mom just got a Facebook. My dad had one for a minute. He got the picture looking at the phone like this, his profile pic. My dad changed that profile pic. So it's, they don't really care.
And how about your male friends? Do they share? Do you have any that shares?
No.
Not one.
Maybe that's my generation, but no.
No? Oh, okay. Well, listen, put in the comment.
Couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me.
Put in the comment box if you think a guy or a girl is hiding something if they don't share their password. I care. I want to know. I want to know in the comments if you think they're doing something suspicious, if there's something hiding, or if they're worried about an old flame popping up and they want to kick it back with the old flame, or
some females,
somebody, you know.
Whoever, it depends on who you're with, right? Because sometimes that person may not know how to be with somebody that looks like super duper good. Not to say that, like, I'm not hype myself, but like when you look good, you know, a lot of people are just gonna hit on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you didn't ask to look this good.
But how they get your number though?
Huh?
How you didn't ask to look that good, but how they get your number?
It's public information.
No. If you're out in a club or somewhere and somebody think you look good.
But nowadays it's not even that. It's, let me get your let me get your IG. Mm-hmm. Like, anybody has access to that. And if you look on the account, you know, you have their email or you have their number, depending on, you know, if it's like a business account.
Guys don't give out their numbers no more? You go on the app and get the number?
I mean, no, the guys gets the IG. Or me, like, I get the number, but, like, you know, more than likely it's the...
You get the number?
Yeah. But, like, it's not a exchange of, we're trying... Like, if I'm in a relationship and it's just a, you know, conversation, it's like, here's my Instagram. But that's, like, with anything. Mm-hmm. I'm not asking for your number if we're... Like, why would I need your number?
And then what happened?
Unless it's, like, business stuff, and it's like, you know...
And then what happened? They hit you up all by themselves, like, oh, I got this guy number. He look fine or whatever. I'm going to text him. Is that like...
You added so many layers to that.
Well, what are you saying? Because you're telling me...
Yeah.
What are you saying? How could somebody contact you when you're in a relationship that you don't want your spouse or your girlfriend to see your phone because there might be somebody in there hitting you up? Like, that's the original thought. But then... You're like, they get an IG and they get your number from IG.
Yeah, but they're going to see the pictures of us in a relationship on IG.
You think these ladies nowadays care about that? Especially if
nowadays,
you said
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tell me, am I wrong? Like,
You're wrong. The women nowadays, if they see that you have somebody on your page, like, they'll be like, oh, who's that? And then, of course, you can't lie because it's right there. Like,
maybe I watch too much TV, but I don't think it goes like that. I don't think it goes like that.
Not these women. They out here saved. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Listen, put in the comment box what you think about what Marcus just said, because I don't buy it. You right? I don't buy it. But if you go into somebody's IG and you're contacting them and they don't want their spouse to see their phone, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I beg to differ. You know, I stand on what I stand on. I stand on business. So
he stands on business, and he wants it to be private, and he has privacy.
My life is
his life
on
is his
Facebook,
life,
and IG is, it's mine.
His life is his
You don't
life.
gotta look at me like
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to hear you out.
You don't gotta look.
So what's his is his. What's hers is hers.
But it's all
Right?
That's horrible. Yeah, like my
You
account is my account.
You keep your password. I'll keep my password.
Yeah.
We don't have to ever share. I don't ever have to know what you're doing in your life. You don't have to. Do you want them to follow you on IG? Your spouse or your girlfriend? Can they follow you?
Yeah, of course.
You can follow me and see all the ladies that's trying to kick it to me.
Yeah,
in my
but
IG.
also this is a thing too. So let's say we exchange IGs, and the spouse is like, "Oh, who's this? That's been liking your pictures and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, "Oh, this is somebody I met. Da da da. She's cool." That doesn't mean that we're doing it. Like she was cool. Just talk.
Why is she liking your pictures though?
Exactly. That's so weird. Like, I can't like art. I can't like art. Like, you don't understand. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Marcus, you're
just
not
a
art.
picture.
Stop. Listen.
I'm not art. I'm a work of art. You're right. Let's get it.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know if you can follow this conversation anymore. Marcus
I don't
is
know.
tired and he's hungry and he's talking a lot of crazy right now.
Yeah.
But if you are in a relationship, there's nothing wrong with sharing your password. If you're being very I don't want you to have it type thing, I think that will cause more harm than good, because then there's going to be questions like, why don't you want to share your password with me? What are you hiding? Those questions come up. You cause insecurities or whatever, and next thing you know, you're arguing about nothing because you won't share the password. Don't let a password come between your relationships. I'm telling you
it
right
shouldn't be
now.
a question to be asked.
But once you ask it, and if you say no, or if you deny the password, or if you don't share it, it's gonna raise some questions.
Then the relationship isn't strong.
Then the relationship isn't strong, and then you have to figure that part out.
Yeah.
Because you have to come together. You share everything else. Share the doggone password, in my opinion.
It's a lot of things you don't share.
But we beg to differ. So whatever it is that you think, whatever your thought is about this conversation, whatever your thought is about sharing a password, please put it in the comment box.
Who was right,
below.
me or Dr. Joan?
Yeah, put it in the comment box below, because I really, really want to know if you're one that share your password with your significant other. And if you don't, does it cause conflict? Does it cause a rift? Does it cause insecurities in the relationship? Because I know I heard mostly guys, I would never ever do that. I would not share my password. And I just don't get it. Why? Some women probably won't share theirs, but more than likely, a lot of women will probably share their passwords.
These are not facts. This is what we think. I know guys will not willingly.
That's what I'm saying.
I know this.
Yeah. That's what I just said. Guys will not share their passwords, but maybe a woman will be more likely to share the password.
I don't think women will neither,
than a man. I shared mine.
1 in a million.
There's some more out there that will share their password.
2 in a million. It's not. It's not.
Well, again, tell us what you think. Listen, you have any last words?
I don't. Stay strong, man. Stay strong.
Don't stay strong. Give up the password. Cause peace in your home and in your family's life, okay? And listen, you don't have nothing to hide. You don't have nothing to worry about. Give up the phone. Give up the password.
And why gotta be something to hide?
Because that's what we feel when you don't share the password.
It's not fair.
Yeah. But listen, this is the Exchange, a Let Me Be Me podcast, and I'm with
Marcus Eaddy.
And I'm Dr. Joan Coleman.
Who is right again.
and he thinks he's right again, please let us know what you think, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Tell your friends to tell your friends. Check this conversation out. Yeah, we went a little sometimes, but we brought it back, all right? So tell your friends to watch, like, and share, comment, wherever this is, watch it, all right? And we'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.